What's up, everyone? My name is Quinn, and we're going to be taking a look at why I like Dawn of War 2. I'm making this video mostly because Dawn of War 1 was amazing, and Dawn of War 3 is actually about to hit, I believe, in the next couple of months. But I like this game a lot because it feels more true to Warhammer lore than a lot of other games. You have, of course, the Chaos Space Marines. You get different champions with each one. You get different legions. Of course, they're mostly just reskins of each other, with a few exceptions. The DLC definitely changes things up quite a bit. So, for example, we have the base Word Bearers, and then we have the Word Bearers DLC. If I could talk today, that'd be wonderful. So obviously they look fairly different. It seems like the Attacker, the Chaos Lord, and the Chaos Sorcerer got the biggest change, and then this guy just kind of gained some spikes. Yeah. But you also have the Eldar, everything from the Warlock, the Warp Spider, and the Farseer. I have no idea what any of these people... I don't know what any of these mean. I'm sure someone does who plays Eldar. Of course, they got their own DLC skins as well. You have the Orcs, the Orcs. You get the Mech Boy Commando Knob and the War Boss. And they even got their own little thing called the Freebooters, who are pirates. And the piracy aspect of them is most obvious in the War Boss. Hello. You are just frightening. You also have the Tyranids, who got DLC a little bit, but they're also Tyranids, so someone's gonna get mad at me over saying that, but meh. You get the Lictor, the Ravener, and the Hive Tyrant, and of course, my boys, the Space Marines. Space Marines. I usually play as my personal favorite army, the Soul Drinkers, mostly by going into the custom editor and making a purple and white themed group of soldiers. But you also have everything from the Angels Sanguine. You have the Dark Angels. The Dark Angels with their DLC, which gives them special skins. The Imperial Fists, who almost look like knights with this armor up here. You have the... Who else got DLC? The Ultra Smurfs. Of course they got DLC because they're the goddamn Ultra Smurfs. Yeah, this Cato Sicarius looking thing up here, I don't know what this is for. I'm sure, again, it probably means something, but we're going to play as the Soul Drinkers because I like the Soul Drinkers, and we're going to play as the Offensive Force Commander. You also have the Apothecary and the Tech Marine. If you want healing and turrets, respectively, but I like him because he can turn into a fucking Terminator, which is the best ability, obviously. We're gonna play on Caldera's Refinery. The only thing I don't like about this game is that the enemy AI is kind of really fucking stupid. And we're gonna play against Chaos. There's him. And I'll show you what the other Word Bearers units look like, and we'll play against the Attacker, the Chaos Lord. We're gonna do Victory Point Control. I don't suggest doing Annihilate because their buildings have stupid amounts of hit points. Victory Point Control is kind of the way to play the game. So let's start this up and see how this goes. This game has beautiful presentation. It also runs pretty well. I'm running it on two 770s and an i5. And I typically see around between 70 to 100 FPS. Obviously, it can go a lot higher in the menus. It's like 500-600, and then if something's really intense is going on, it can drop to like 60. But
Scouts here.
These
Go
are my
ahead.
scouts.
Squad on the move.
Go.
We shall not fail.
I know you won't.
It shall be the Emperor soon.
So the early game in this is mostly just get as many resource acquisition points as possible and grab these things, which are your victory points. They mostly allow you to take on, to get points here, and then obviously resource point pools just give you more resources. I'm really hoping my Space Marine Tactical Squad comes out soon. I have kind of a build order for this game. I tend to build Space Marines first, Devastator Marines second, Assault Squads next, and then I try to get level 2 and level 3 strongholds to upgrade them.
We shall not fail. Ready for duty. Advance.
These guys are not really,
It is
I mean, they're not at all frontline fighters,
Adding
period.
support
Like,
structure.
if you try and put them into frontlines combat, you're gonna have a bad time. They're best off with a sniper rifle, I have found, but we're gonna hold off on upgrading them so I can get more electricity. And done.
Support structure
So
complete.
on these you have to build power generators.
Adding power generator.
This game is very different from Dawn of War 1.
Generator.
Dawn of War 1 was much more of a... Oh,
I
hold
hear
on.
you. Chaos Lord! You die!
Right, so-
In service to our father!
yeah, the Chaos Lord doesn't screw around. He's
Generator
dangerous.
operational.
But you can see the beautiful modeling of it. It's
Generator
like,
operational.
well, their animations are not fantastic. They mostly just bash each other.
Ready, the armor of alacrity.
Yeah, get me. There's obviously a lot of upgrades to this game,
The enemy falters, but he is not
especially
yet
if you
beaten.
play the sort of
Orders? I can withstand this.
wave-based attack, which is a co-op.
My means are improved. My aim is the same.
Good. So, it's a good idea to give your fort to 4 upgrades into your force commander, because he is easily your most dangerous
This is
Imperial
territory now.
that you're gonna hold up there. And then we are going to get Devastator Marines. Go. Get me Devastator Marines.
I hear you. Go ahead. As you wish. It
And
is
then you're gonna come back here and heal for a little bit, because you are not looking so hot. And then my boys up here are mostly just gonna hang out here and defend, because they have a pretty good line of sight to this node over here, so we're gonna let them hang out for a little bit.
We walk with death. I fear nothing.
Click on them. And you're gonna go over here. You're
Adding
gonna get
support
upgraded.
structure.
With the power nodes, you do have to you have to activate them, and then you can add more structures to them. So you can add up to 3 power generators as add-ons.
Orders? I am on the way.
These guys will generally only heal near your
Support
stronghold.
structure complete.
Your apothecary can obviously heal them, and then you have more. If you have the tech marine, you can put down like what are they called? Checkpoints, I guess you would call them, and your men will heal automatically
The
when they're near
tide
them.
of battle turns toward the righteous.
We're gonna go take that.
We shall make it
Upgrading
so.
you.
Adding power generator.
Adding more power generators. I'm hoping that I get to show you some of the kind of ultra units. You get Deep Strike Terminators, which in my opinion are the best.
Generator operational.
Get me another one.
Adding power generator.
The only thing I don't there's 2 kind of issues I have with this game, and I touched upon one already, which is the lackluster AI. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Generator operational.
You can see that you can stack up your men behind barriers here. Big units, especially chaos units, will. Oh dear.
These are but rabble.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Yeah, not for very long though. So, these are my Devastator Marines. They're basically suppression squads with a heavy machine gun.
Let's hell down. I hear capturing.
You also have
Tactical Marines at the ready.
tactical marines who are basically your frontline soldiers. They're the most common kind of jack of all trades, master of none. You have these guys
Ready
who
to
are
serve.
super cheap, but also incredibly expendable.
As you wish, it is ours.
Technology unlock beginning.
So you
I
have
hear
tech
you.
trees
Go
with these
ahead.
guys. You can give them different weapons.
The
You can give
Codex
them
Astartes guides us to
different
victory.
abilities. So this guy has a teleporter pack. You can give him Power Fist, Power Sword, Chain Sword, and Storm Shield, Thunder Hammer. If you get a level 3 Stronghold, you can upgrade him to Terminator Armor, and you can give him a Sacred Standard. Terminator Armor gives him totally different war gear, so you have to be sure you want to do this beforehand, but it's for the most part just a straight upgrade, so I don't know why you wouldn't.
Readying teleporter.
His Terminator Armor gives them the ability to teleport, and it gives them the ability to have Power Claws, Flamers, and Machine Guns, respectively, which makes him incredibly dangerous towards...
To cover and engage in close combat.
Issuing new weapon loadouts.
Okay, well, we might have to come in here.
Emperor's light is my torch.
Or not. So you see what I mean? The AI is kind of stupid. There also are not a lot of maps to this game,
Chaos Lord.
Additional units have become
especially
available,
if you kind
Commander.
of want to do one-on-one maps.
Departing now. Initiates, follow me. Stand ready.
Deploying flamers.
Oop, nope.
War gear distribution canceled.
These weapons shall bring us glory.
Oh, crap. What are you? Ah, these are Noise Marines. Noise Marines worship Slanesh. They are horrifying creatures, as you can probably tell by looking at them. Noise Marines have one giant weakness, though, and it's close encounters of any description. They are amazing at range, and they are incredibly dangerous, but if you put them against assault squads, which is what I'm saving up for right now, they are absolutely ripped to
Press on to
shreds.
victory, Space Marines.
Yeah,
Have us targeted. Scouts ready. Understood. Understood.
yeah, out of there, damn it.
I hear you. Go ahead.
You,
I shall arrive soon.
So the teleporter gives you, obviously, the ability to sort of teleport anywhere that...
On my way.
So yeah, they do have that ability, which I call it the level up ability. It's exactly what it sounds like. It gives you that sort of... almost like speaker feedback.
Easily done.
Attack.
An easy target for me.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Scouts here. Go ahead. Squad on the move. Brother, I am hit. I hear you. Attacking now.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Yeah. So, based on what I'm doing right now, he obviously hasn't really gotten any
Our
upgrades.
force commander has reached level 2.
Capturing.
So he is quite vulnerable to my force commander here with his lovely little Hammer of Doom here. You also have what's called Zeal, which means you can spend that on different things. So your Terminator squads use 350 Zeal, 650 Requisition, and 100 Power. And different abilities, different men have different abilities. So
The enemy falters, but he is not yet beaten.
obviously you
Orders.
expend more of it for higher profile targets. So you can have Terminators are pretty universal. You can also get a Venerable Dreadnought and a like an orbital bombardment, which I don't typically use because an orbital bombardment is used once, whereas Terminators and a Venerable Dreadnought are persistent on-the-field threats that the enemy has to deal with.
Assault Marines, that's your command. Understood. Capture the
We shall make it so.
Upgrade complete.
These guys are absolutely devastating when paired up with, ironically enough, Devastators, because Devastators will rip them apart from afar, and these guys can keep them busy, and your enemies can actually not hurt each other. So they are quite vulnerable to
Assault
being...
Marines, that's your command. War gear upgraded.
Oh, there we go. They are incredibly vulnerable to long-range attacks. Yeah, so at this point he's just spamming his
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
at me. As you can see, it's not a fantastic idea, because his men are completely incapable of doing any kind of long-term damage.
I can withstand this.
Our force commander has reached level 3.
Yeah, so he's trying to overwhelm my force commander, which
On my way.
he is currently immune to
Easily
their
done.
little attack.
In service to our father. Assault Marines, that's you moving up. I hear you. Go ahead. Chaos Lord, you die. You have met your match, Chaos Lord.
Yeah, the Chaos Lord does get more health.
It will be done
So that
as you
means he
wish.
has a... I believe that means he is a Cornet. So he might have the mark of Corn. Die.
An easy target for me.
No, don't let him get away.
Assault Marines, as your slay the heretics. Orders. My strike is true. We shall not fail. You go ahead. I am on the way.
Alright, so we're going to upgrade to level 3 Stronghold.
Research underway.
I mean, they're just getting crushed at this point. It's not even funny. We've got half my victory points, so they are in some serious fucking trouble here if they don't get some serious let out. And I mean, yeah, they're just spawning Chaos Cultists at me, which are their weakest men. And every time I kill them, they give me Zeal. So, you get Zeal for every soldier that dies or for every soldier
Assault
that
Marines,
you
as
kill.
your command.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
There's no really easy way to get requisition other than just killing people. So that's what you gotta do.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. As soon as this guy's healed up,
I hear
you'll
you.
notice I
Go
keep
ahead.
kind of bringing him back to my base. He is my frontline fighter, and as such, he is my most vulnerable to being just wiped out.
Departing now. Orders. On guns. Open fire.
Yeah, so he's using his Mark of Corn to
Understood.
avoid being killed.
Brother, I am hit.
Smart,
I hear you. Go on. Attacking
but
now.
not gonna save him.
An easy target.
And then these are just Chaos Space Marines, so they are absolutely doomed. They are actually doing more damage than I would have thought. So I'm just gonna put a pin in them right now. You can see the models are just
Think you are
absolutely
my match?
beautiful. Even on the Chaos Space Marines, they just look amazing. Especially when they just get beaten with a giant hammer.
Our force commander has reached level 4.
They do level up, which gives them slightly more health. It's nothing, you know, terribly game-changing, but it does mean that, say, level 2 Space Marines are going to beat level 3
Beginning my move.
Chaos Marines in an apples-to-apples
Ready,
comparison.
Terminator armor.
Assault Marines, as your command. Securing area.
Go get that again for me. You'll notice that they do kind of just keep getting any ones that aren't really protected, which is why I have these guys garrisoned here. Oh,
This leads to chaos seized
oh shit, what are those things? Noise Marines.
Orders. Orders. All guns. Open fire.
So this guy has the assault cannon, the heavy flamer, and the lightning claws. I like to use the lightning claws because they're easily dangerous. And then I'm gonna put this one over here. So these guys have a really cool ability, which I call the dynamic entry. There we go. Because fuck you, that's why.
The enemy is claiming a victory
Ah,
point.
yeah.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
Orders. I shall scrape the balls.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna send you guys back to heal a little bit. You can't reinforce them if, say, one dies. These guys do. I think they have a suicide ability. I don't play a lot outside of, like, Space Marines and Orcs.
Secure the victory.
Yeah, you guys get out of there.
We are suffering heavy losses.
Shit. We are not suffering heavy losses. We've lost
Assault
one
Marines as
dude.
your command. Moving out. This leads to traitor strike.
They will level up over time. You can see it here. As soon as this reaches the end, you'll get more men. Oh dear, this is not good. Yep.
Service to our father.
Die. 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 I like the little lightning effect. It's kind of nice that they're lightning claws. And yeah, they're pretty much doomed at this point.
I am on the way. Assault Marines as you moving out.
So we're gonna
On guard.
level you
Combat
guys up.
deployment complete.
They get different weapons, so you can give them missile launchers and flamers as well, but I tend to give them the plasma gun because it's the best against, say, infantry. The good part is that they are not mutually exclusive. There are some that are, so say if you have... these guys have a shotgun that I can upgrade them with, which once you upgrade them with the sniper rifle, you can't get the shotgun anymore.
I hear you. I shall scrape the ball.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
Yeah, so you can see the Terminator armor here just looks
On
really,
my
really
way.
cool. It looks great as it's supposed to, and the Soul Drinkers, while their colors are perhaps a little gaudy, they are easily my favorite. Yes, you can see these guys are just total glass cannons.
Understood. I hear you. Go departing now.
So let's take this requisition
Assault
point back.
understood. Capture the requisition point.
Yeah, we're just about done here. I'll try and record another video where I get to use the Deep Strike Terminators, and then I don't tend to use the Assault Squads because they're melee only, which in this game can be an absolute killer when you have like Noise Marines or Devastator Squads going at you. Oh Jesus, this is
I
not
shall
good.
scrape the ball.
You.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
I shall. My strike is true. On my way.
Victory looms.
Come on.
Let our enemies beware.
Yeah, there we go.
For victory is
So-
ours.
Really, really fun game, and that's pretty much why I like it. You know, it's perhaps not... It's more of a tactics RPG than a true RTS game because there's no base building, there's no... There's a lot of things missing from it that make it a true RTS, like upgrades and things like that, other than the upgrades you apply to your men. I'll make a video about the other game as well. I do really like this game, and it's currently, I believe it's $15 or $20. It goes down all the time. I picked it up for, I think, like $3 or $4, and it's fantastic. Definitely get the Retribution one if you can, because it has the most units and it has the most stuff. I don't tend to play the campaign all that much. I probably should, because it's supposed to be amazing. So, yeah, we'll take a quick look at the options menu here. So, you can see it's got pretty much everything you want. The audio sliders are fantastic. Ooh. Let's change that up a little bit. You can probably tell that I don't really go into this stuff all that much. I tend to just set it and forget it. Yeah, I predefined it to Ultra, so everything is as high as it can possibly go. The performance test is perhaps, in my opinion, not representative of what the game will do. So, I can show you the performance test real quick. It will show way more units than should be possible in the game if you're playing a 1v1 or even like a 2v2 or a 3v3. It's possible that if you're going, say, like 4v4, that you'll run into serious frame dips when you have tons and tons and tons and tons of units on the screen. But I've never really run into it, and in my opinion, it's a little bit misrepresentative, but it's not like it's running better than it would be anyway, so... Yeah, so you have the Flesh Terrors and the Ultra Smurfs.
Making my wall.
And now it's down to 6. And now it's down to like 43. So you can see it's, in my opinion, it's not representative because I've never seen something this intense happen a lot. It's possible that if I played with a bunch of friends where the AI was significantly smarter, I might see this, because this is exhibiting behavior that frankly I have never seen the AI do, even on like much higher difficulties than normal. Yeah, so it must have dipped down to this for like a microsecond. I couldn't really tell, so I couldn't really tell you, but I like this game a lot, and you should definitely go give it a try, because the new one's coming out relatively soon, and the old one is... Get Soulstorm if you can. Soulstorm really sucked around the release, but it's gotten ironed out a lot. You still do get patches every so often, and thank you very much. My name has been Quinn, and I hope you liked this video. Definitely like and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.